Wow, I'm sitting
Yes.
in the worst location to try and film this. Ah, the snow is up higher.
Is it? You have snow there?
Or not snow, never mind. It was the other, like the stuff that was in the ceiling. It's because of how I had my camera angled. Okay. Un
None of
moment.
that.
I double check the stream. Yes, yes. Perfect, that's up. My stream is actually live.
You put a graphic in our notes.
I did, because it's the one that's not, it's not in the, it's not in a, what am I trying to say? News release anywhere.
I know.
But for some reason it inverted it, because I have it on dark mode on mine. So it's like, inverted, it looks real weird. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want over here. And I want to... My gosh, I just forgot what the heck I was doing. Oh, that's what I was doing. This. Silence. Silence!
What is the music of life?
To the Snugpod account. Canva. We'll reuse one that we've already used. That way it's a fast post. Come on, where are you? Why you do this to me? There it is. Speed run. Pre-show, tree show is live. Come join us in the Snugpod. Wow, it would help if I didn't do typos.
So I got rid of the scribe books that were in here because you can't read them, so what's the point?
Yeah, that's true. Probably bought you some space as well, eh?
Barely. It bought me enough space to put in the 2 from that I got from Infinite Archive this week.
There you go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna retweet this. Come on. Come on. I know you're here. Let's go. Alright, fine. I'll search for you. And by you, I mean us. Snugpod. Snug Podcast. There we go. Reposting. Now I'm double checking my audio levels real quick. Because my settings are probably a little different. Okay. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to come here. To the screenshot. Alright. Let me do one thing. Let me go grab my bottle of water, and then I'm ready to go in whenever you are.
Whee! Speedrun no death hard mode. Hopefully we don't have to deal with the hard mode and we already had 1 death. I mean, not really, it's just there's only 2 of us. Everyone's fine. Hello, welcome to the Snugpod, where we have... I have no idea what beverages in those mugs, but they are full. We're gonna just pretend it's not eggnog. And then we have these lovely cookies over here while we're waiting on my co-host to get another beverage, and then we'll begin. I noticed that we had some blank space, so you may notice the New Life tree has been moved over, and I still have yet to find the damn fire. I have it. I have the fire. Heck if I know where it is, but it exists.
Okay, I'm back, sorry. The Nahaten flu is wrecking, and nausea is a problem for other household members, so yeah. Alright, I think I'm here now. Whenever you're ready.
Alright. On the last Sundas of New Life, Stendarr saw to us one more Snugpod Cast speedrun.
Yay! We're doing hard mode this week.
No. We're doing the speedrun. Hopefully not hard mode, and unfortunately we already failed the no death because there's only 2 of us.
That's true. There's only 2 of us.
Yeah, we did not get our podcasting trifecta this week.
Nope, no trifecta. Maybe next week. Oh gosh. Well, since we're in a speed run, shall we just get right to it? What we've been up to?
Let's go.
All right. What have you been up to?
So, Stuga has been put in a corner. I know. I feel the rage with you. It's fine. Stuga's been put in a corner because I am full in Dark Brotherhood mode now. The year-end letter affected everyone in different ways, and everyone seemed to have had some sort of response. And for me, it was, you know what? ESO will eventually disappear, and I'm okay with that because all good things come to an end. But why did I start playing ESO in the first place? And it was for more Dark Brotherhood content. So I'm back on the Dark Brotherhood train again.
Nice.
And so Stuka's been put in a corner while I've been making some Daedric and Dark Brotherhood cosplay book props. I did not succeed in getting Zenithar to level 20 this New Life Festival like I wanted to. I did start trying to play Tribute again, finally, after insert eons of break here. And I also, talking about card games, started playing Elder Scrolls Legends.
Right at the ninth hour.
Literally the 9th hour. And you know why I started playing the Elder Scrolls Legends?
Because of the story and the art?
Because of the Dark Brotherhood. So yes. Because of the Dark Brotherhood story. I'm like, oh no. This is like key Dark Brotherhood story. This is the fall of the Dark... Oh my gosh. Oh no. I must. Ah! So, yep. So that's what we're doing. So
amazing.
It is literally a Magic the Gathering clone. I have played the Magic the Gathering, and this is basically a Magic the Gathering clone with a couple different card types. But it's pretty quick to get the hang of, so yeah. Hopefully I'll have that story done soon. What have you been up to?
Oh gosh. Well, I finished my Golden Pursuits on PC last night very quickly. My last few ones that I had hanging out were Kill 10 Players in Cyrodiil, which Toasted Peanut and I did with much cussing. But in other news, I did play my first Battleground 4v4, and it was super fun, and we won! So that was nice. We got team deathmatch, so it was best of 3, and I won my first Battleground, which was awesome. And I actually did it on my PvP build. We had a great 4-person team. Everybody stuck together. Everybody targeted, certain people together, so it was great. And it was one of those things where, like, the very first round, we got completely raffle stomped. And then the second round and third round, we absolutely kicked butt, so it was awesome. New Lore Seekers episode dropped. Working on new stuff for the next episode. A few more lore dumps for our socials. And other than that, it's just been like Guildmaster Online stuff. Trying to help people get things to finish up their New Life stuff. Shout out to the PlayStation members that have been sending me stuff. I actually have my outfit. So I've got some stuff sitting in my mail that I think I'm going to just return to sender for some awesome PlayStation people. Thanks, Moki and Arthuria, for that stuff. And I think that's pretty much it. There's probably more, but since we're speed running, no need to overshare. So there you go. That's it.
Awesome. I'm glad you got your outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave the crown store for last
I
because
agree.
we can babble on that, and so we'll see how much time we have.
I agree. I
That's
agree.
probably our best choice.
Good call.
So we'll start with our January login rewards,
Yeah.
which honestly we can just pull it up on the screen, but we can read the fun text.
Yeah. So this one says, keep yourself well stocked for the year's upcoming challenges. With these rewards, you can claim simply by logging into Elder Scrolls Online. This January, we're starting the year off with a special thank you for our players on the first 2 days of logins, as we appreciate everyone's patience with the recent server outages. We hope you find these enhanced login rewards detailed below to be a great start to a great year. Claim these and other rewards to begin the new year supplied for anything. Want to know more about daily login rewards? Read this helpful article to discover everything you need to know. Here are a few of your highlights you can claim throughout January 2025. Seals of Endeavor. Yep, go for it. Sorry.
All right. So we knew we were getting these. We already talked about this.
Yep.
We get our 1,000 Seals of Endeavor on day 1. And then 5 Grand Gold Coast Experience Scrolls, which are my favorite thing ever. And then we get a bunch of potions, bunch of basically everything that's normal that you would normally get, all of the fun little helper thingies. And then the fun things that we get are we get 2 Nord drinking horns, 2 Nord antler candles, and 2 Nord hanging braziers.
Yeah.
So we get more furnishings and Nord theme, which sticks with, if you look at when we look at the Crown Showcase later, that does stick with the theme that they're going with for this month, it looks like.
Sure does. So that's most of what you can claim for January. You can go to the in-game crown store, or you can look at your login rewards, because it's officially the 5th of January, so you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
Alt Ascension.
Alt Ascension, level up. You've been struggling with this one, so maybe this will be helpful to you. Level up your leveling up with these Alt Ascension tips. Get in gear for the current anniversary spotlight with these tips for leveling up process. If you haven't completed the challenge in place for December's anniversary spotlight, don't worry. Not only is there still time, but we have some handy tips for you to help make good progress and get your characters leveled in time to claim the reward. I mean, you got 11 hours at this point. Remember, all you need to do for the spotlight is to have 2 or more characters of different classes at level 50 to complete it and earn a great pack of skill styles. It may seem like a daunting task, but leveling can be easy if you keep some helpful tips in mind. Make use of daily bonuses. Leveling doesn't need to be a sprint to the finish line or a persistent grind. By making use of experience bonuses that refresh daily, you can get levels every day and still have plenty of time to spend in Tamriel on what other activities appeal most to you. Using the in-game activity finder can get you progress by completing activities such as a random dungeon or a battleground each day. An ambrosial approach. There are in-game items that can speed up the rate of your experience gain. You may have seen experience scrolls available in the Crown Store or gotten them from daily login rewards. These can boost incoming experience gains by up to 150%, depending upon the type of scroll. Very handy. But did you know you can also gain those bonuses from crafted items? The various types of Psijic Ambrosia consumables provide leveling bonuses as well, although they don't stack with scrolls, which is unfortunate, and can be found on guild traders or crafted. Don't forget your companions. Gaining XP isn't just something to do for yourself. Companions benefit as well. Your XP earned from defeating monsters is duplicated for them, and having a companion aid you in battle is a great way to be more effective and level faster. Win-win. If you don't have a companion yet, doing the quest to unlock them and their personal storylines will earn you more XP. As a handy bonus, these quests can be variously found in the Blackwood High Isle and Necrom chapters, or directly in the Crown Store, with the latter being free with ESO+. The ESO community can help. You can also find leveling help among the other members of #ESOFam. Not only can you group up for dungeons or face off in PvP or Tales of Tribute, although this does help, but you could also work together or share information and insights with your fellow players. If you're ever in need of aid, a player nearby or in one of your guilds might provide it. Some community members make a habit of helping, not least among them, content creators will provide guides on all sorts of topics. You can find handy guides on almost any topic with a bit of searching, but to save you some time, we've gathered a few leveling guides right here. And then it lists a few different leveling guides that aren't necessarily all recent, because some of them even date back to 2023, but they are all still relevant for basic leveling of your characters to get your levels quickly.
Nice. Yeah, I made some extra characters on PC to try and help with some of the Golden Pursuits. So Golden Pursuits has what, like 11 hours left, I think, something like that. But the we still have 10 days for the other thing to get your alts to 50. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So Golden Pursuits is only 11 hours, but the alts to 50 is 11 or 10 days from now. So I'll be fine, I think, with that one. It's just whether I can nab some of the Golden Pursuits before they end. So I'm most of the way there. I've got to do like 5 more, but I'm partway through. So I think maybe I can crank them out after the show. We'll see. All right. You want to go on to the Crown Store now, or should we talk the roadmap there real quick?
How about you talk about that roadmap?
All right, let's do the roadmap really fast. So they released a new roadmap on socials for the 10-year anniversary, as we know, because it's continuing on for the next few months. So the next thing for our next Golden Pursuit is going to be on...
Pants!
Yes! It's going to be pants! It's going to be January 21st through February 4th, and it is going to be the Elf Hero themed costume. That's the 10th anniversary one. So this is New Year, New Adventures, Golden Pursuit. We've already gotten one of these for the Nord Hero. Now we're getting our Elf Hero, and then I'm sure they'll probably land last with the Breton Hero would be my guess. But
and that's from January 21st to February 4th. I had to. I've heard that's very controversial right now that she's been given pants. I've heard that's very controversial.
But the thing
I like it. She looks kind of like a Lara Croft thing going on here.
Yeah, I mean, just because we don't see the upper half of her leg, who cares? I thought it was more interesting some of the other additions that they changed. Like they took all the big like the knee pauldrons off, and they took her like the more chunky parts of her armor off, which I thought was interesting.
I would actually wear this elf costume. Like the other one, no. I'd actually wear this one. I like this one.
I like the other one too. I rock it, but I also have an elf hero character on PC, so that's why. Because we made the 3 heroes, Toasty, Matt, and I, to level together over there, just for funsies. Okay. Anyway. Next thing on there is from January 4th through 11th, so started yesterday. There is a partner celebration with NVIDIA and GeForce Now. So if you play on GeForce Now, there's a LAN mission where I think you have to like log in and play for 50 minutes or something like that, and then log back into your GeForce account. It will give you this new like elk mount. It's like a greenish elk mount, which is pretty cool. There is also, from January 9th through 14th, a Chaos Ball weekend, so that's coming up at the end of the week. It's 25% extra AP for playing. And then on January 9th, so the day that the Chaos Ball weekend starts, we are also doing a live stream with the 2025's first update and see which changes are coming with ESO. And that's going to be with Jess and Gina, it looks like, on January 9th. So just in a few days. January 20th through 31st, we've also got a Twitch Drops Fest, where if you watch streams, you're going to be earning a bunch of Twitch drops, it looks like, potentially for I think that's the Grim Harvester, if I remember correctly. And it looks like also a horse. So there might be some Twitch drops that are going to be happening from them. From then. And then last but not least, January 23rd through February 4th. So right around the time that we're having that Golden Pursuit, it looks like it's going to line up, there is our Pan Tamriel celebration. And this is going to be new rewards that you can earn through gaming during that time. So we'll have to find out about those. I'm sure that's going to be one of the things they talk about in the 2025 update on the 9th, hopefully. So we'll learn about the Pan Tamriel celebration, kind of what's coming, and then we'll get those golden pursuits going shortly after. So there you go. That's the roadmap for January 2025 so far, and we'll learn more after that. All right.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us.
I
couldn't help but interrupt on the first part.
Oh, you're fine. That's so funny you were talking about the pants, because I did notice that her costume was different. And I'm like, yeah, she's got full pants, not like her legs showing, but also I was like, I'm cool with that. I think she looks awesome.
Oh, yeah, same. No, it's just that's apparently a controversial point.
Wow, how silly.
Anyway. I know.
Anyway.
All right, so time for the Crown Store with the goodest of boys. So begin the new year with a plethora of new and returning goodies, all coming to the Crown Store this January. The month of Morningstar has arrived, and along with it comes an assortment of enticing in-game Crown Store items, including exquisite furnishings, flashy arms and armor, valuable crown crates, and more. Check out everything coming to the Crown Store this January 2025 below. Remember, you can always check out what's currently available by visiting the Crown Store page. Alright, so ESO Plus deals, we get Sanguine. So all ESO Plus members have access to a monthly selection of exclusive deals and items, and this month there's a free statuette, and the statuette is Sanguine.
Oh my goodness, everything happening in the back of that photo. There's so much going on.
It's
party,
you know what? It's,
party and debauchery.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
It's just a regular night for Sanguine.
That's right. Oh man. Okay, so I have to get the next thing for my collection. Bloodroot Wild Hunt Cinch. It's a red leafy cinch, and he's made out of branches. I've got the other ones because I splurged and bought that blue one.
So you have a while to actually earn this cinch. You could get enough endeavors especially if you've been thrifty.
Yeah.
Because this cinch will be available from January 30th to June 2nd.
Yep.
So you got a while.
That's about how long the Frosty one was available as well. And had I known that at the time, I probably would have waited and used endeavors on it. Although the Crown Gems was a good purchase because I haven't really used them for anything else. So I actually already have enough endeavors for this. So as soon as it hits, I'm probably going to buy it because I can't contain myself. I haven't spent any endeavors, so.
Then we also have the Bloodroot Spriggan Polymorph, which will be available for Crown Gems and Seals of Endeavor on all platforms from January 30th to June 2nd. This seems to be a reoccurring theme here for these guys. Alrighty.
Yep. We got a Frosty Cat, Saber Cat Frost Atronach. That's another one coming.
Yes, but this one's only from January 16th to January 30th.
Yep. Crafting-wise, yeah. Returning, we've got the Seishi style. That one. We've got Sulzon. We've got Dragon Guard. Sirabanic Marine. And then to outfit styles, we've got Narianeth's Arms Pack. That's a Lich. High Elf Lich Arms Pack. And then we also have the Rueful Axe, which is Clavicus Vial's Daedric Artifact, or one of them. We also have got Dawnbreaker coming in there. The Grundwolf Arms Pack, which is from, what is that from? Moongrave Fane. That's who it's from. Moongrave Fane. And of course, during that time period, which is January 27th through 30th, you also have the matching mask page dropping from Moongrave Fane Vet. And that is your crafting stuff.
Now, if you are upset about that high elf costume not showing enough skin.
Boy, we got one for you.
Mercy Mother's attire, and Mother Mercy on this one, because this does not cover a lot.
Naked.
Yes. This exquisite garb was created in honor of Amalexia's gentle grace and leadership over the centuries, since Red Mountain. A devoted surrogate often wears this attire during the days-long observation called the Fast of Forbearance. The Mercy Mother's costume will be available from January 2nd, so you can already get it, until January 6th, so tomorrow morning.
So if you don't get it now, you're not getting it. Oh boy.
Limited time skimpy outfit.
Now I gotta look at it. Limited time skimpy outfit. Oh, there it is. Previewing. Whoa! It is skimpy.
I told you. I warned you.
It's just a butt flap.
Yeah.
That Alexia, boy. She knows how to not wear clothes.
Yes, she does.
Carry on.
All right, so more costumes. We have the Seisei flowering dress costume, which is an Argonian costume, from January 9th to January 13th. And then adornments, more Meridia themes. It's because it's January.
Yeah.
Her summoning days in January.
Mm-hmm.
Meridia Sunburst face tattoos from January 13th to January 16th. And the body tattoos to go along with it, also from the 13th to the 16th. Khajiit Dragon Priest Mask.
Terrifying.
Which can actually be worn by all face types from January 21st to January 23rd.
We got Crown Crates, the Gloomspore Crates, and the Iron Atronach Crates. Gloomspore will be available January 9th to 23rd, and then Iron Atro will be January 23rd to February 6th. So limited time on both of those sets of crates. And then the usual event tickets thing that's going to be happening during the
Tamriel.
During the Tamriel celebration event from January 23rd to February 4th at 10 a.m. Event tickets will also be giftable to other players within the store. Coming back.
Furniture. We get the Kelgrantid statue back, that giant thing that had everyone mesmerized. The statue of Kelgrantid's Ascent will be available in the Crown Store on all platforms for a limited time from January 2nd till January 6th. So yeah, this is one and another one. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Hey, you like these ones?
I do. Gunfalin Galliard. So this is a music box that will play a sprightly composition. It's going to be available in the Crown Store just for a few more days until the 9th at 10 a.m. And yeah, it's a fun one. I think this is one of the ones that was in the Yule log video as well. Speaking of summoning days, when we talked about it earlier, we got Meridia.
Yep.
Statue of Meridia.
Yep.
Get it until January 13th. Just kidding. Get it until January 16th from the 13th.
Yep. There you go.
Then we also have a music box called Dawnbreaker's Forging. This one's actually really cool. I liked this music box. I did not pick it up last time. I will probably consider it this time. It's from January 13th to January 16th. And then we also have one that a lot of people like because it's got this big old skeletal dragon in it. And that is the furnishing pack, The Tyrants of the Merithic Era. It says, these relics date back to the height of the dragon cult's power, long before the bloody revolution of the Dragon War. Though this particular dragon's name is long forgotten, its story is still told by the ancient friezes found in its barrow. So think of like dragon friezes from Skyrim. You've got that, essentially, as furnishings.
If you played that quest where you push Narcissus Dren and lock him into a tomb, you can now decorate your house like that tomb.
Yep.
From January 16th to January 30th, and it will probably come back. It's come back many times now.
Yeah. If you don't have enough target dummies, and you want another one, you can also have a Frost Atronach target dummy. So this one's available from the 16th to the 21st, and it's big and frosty and scary.
It sounds chilly. So, moving on to something not as chilly. Oh, it's another music box. Farewell to Nanalata.
Yep.
Available in the Crown Store from January 30th to February 3rd. Have you heard this one?
I have. I'm trying to remember what it sounds like, though. I do not recall off the top of my head, but it's an Alien music box. So it, like, the top, I think, if I remember correctly, like, opens, and there's a key that spins on the side that rotates that Alien Varla stone that's inside, which is neat. Ariel's statue is also returning. So, King of the Aldmer and his avian companion in this commanding statue light up the focal piece with the eagle's golden glow, Ariel's lambent eyes, scintillating sunbeams, or a combination of these. So, this is one of those statues that you can do in different combinations. Different parts can light up, or then you can turn the whole thing on all at once. It's going to be available January 30th to February 3rd at 10 a.m. Houses.
Now we have houses. So many houses. If you're in the market for some property, we have the High Hollow Hold House, which is the giant house in Gunfallen Bay. That will be available from January 2nd until January 23rd. And then we have Forge Master Falls. Do you want a smithy already in your wonderful little orcish town that you can build? That will be available from January 9th to January 13th. Frostvault Chasm. You ever want your own little dwarver ruin with a lake on the inside? Well, Frostvault Chasm's for you, and that is going to be on January 16th to January 30th. And then, would you like your own sprawling Iliad ruins that you can get lost in? Then you want the Varilis Via Iliad Ruins, and that is from January 30th to February 13th. But you can also now have not new house guests, all these are returning house guests, to come hang out with you in your houses. Everyone's favorite vampire hunter, Mel Adris. And then he will be available from January 16th to January 21st. And then the wonderful brother and sister from the Dark Brotherhood, Hildegard and Kor, are going to be back again from January 30th to February 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Some assistants that are also going on. These end tomorrow, at least. I think one or both of them do. Yep, they both do, actually. So, Tzozbrar, which is a Dwarven Deconstructor assistant, so basically the same thing as the Wood Elf that deconstructs stuff, is available till tomorrow, so good luck. If you didn't get it, you didn't get it, sorry. And then Airy, the goodest boy, the barking banker, so cute. It's a Nord doggo that you can use for a banking assistant.
Bounce, because we're not restricted to horses anymore. The
Woohoo!
Arzurdum Rathsteed, which, it is
It's an icy
giant frozen white Welwa that will be available until tomorrow morning. And then the Meridian Saber Cat, a cat with shiny paws that looks like it's on fire, from January 30th to January 16th. And then we have the Grunge Walk Welwa. This is a white Welwa with some very sharp tusks, from January 21st to January 23rd. And then the Spirit Walker Paleon Elk. This is a dual-person mount, and that will be available from January 23rd to January 30th. And it is a giant deer that can ride 2 people.
Yeah.
Next we have the Shadow Ghost Horse, which is a spotted black and white horse.
It looks like a Dalmatian horse.
I think it's called a Palmino.
Yeah, it is like a Palmino. Yeah.
Yeah. From January 27th to January 30th. And then the Sagacious Sigic Sentrat. All right, that's getting put on a Mad Libs thing. Yeah.
Sagacious Sigic Sentrat. Oof.
Yep. Say that 5 times fast.
Right.
This will be returns to the Crown Store on all platforms for a limited time from January 30th to February 3rd. All right, tell us about the pets.
Yeah. Would you want a frog that's blue and flies and shoots fire? Well, you're in luck, because the comical blue Oasis dragon frog, native to Hughes Bane and bred as pets, that can only be found in the Hammerfell Peninsula, is now available to be yours. From January 21st to January 23rd. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's the only pet that's available. But they're also removing some existing Crown Crate items, of course. The Winterborn Spriggan and Winterborn Wild Hunt Wolf will be getting removed on January 30th at 10 a.m., so get them while you can. Whew.
All right. And then we do not have the cat with us. He is off trying to figure out where the Dwemer didn't go this week, so he's not here. However, I am, so I still have some No More Murder Hobo questions for you.
Woohoo!
And our questions are this week a little sporadic. If you could adventure with any NPC, who would you choose?
Oh.
I know. And then, how have you spent the colder parts of the year in Tamriel? Yes, I know. We're spoiled. We can hop around. We can use way shrines. That's the benefits of not having a soul. We don't necessarily have to deal with the bitter harshness of the rift. We can always just pop down to Oredan. But what if you did? What if you did have to were somewhere on the colder side year round? How would you spend your time? And then, what is your character's response on entering the Haven of the Companions?
I ran around and was so excited and clicked on the table over and over and over again. I know. You mean in character. Oh, goodness. Any NPC. That's hard. I mean, I feel like the obvious choice for me would be Raz, because I love Raz.
Really? Not Narcissist Ren? You don't want to walk around with like a walking history lesson everywhere?
I mean, pretty good, but I think I'd get into more trouble and adventures with Raz. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's a hard one. Any NPC? I actually don't know. I'm not sure.
Think about it and then give me your answer next week.
Yeah. How have you spent the colder parts of the year in Tamriel? Well, I always change my outfit when I get into the winter months, depending on where I adventure. And I love to do the plunge, the snow bear plunge, and then hang out by the campfire to warm up. So I would say that that's one of my favorite things to do in the colder parts of the year in Tamriel. And then I already told you my response on entering the Haven of the Companions, but I think I would feel honored to be there and very interested in listening to the dialogue that happens at the table. My character would be very intrigued. And I think that's how I would answer those questions this week.
Okay. For my answers, I have absolutely no idea what NPC I'd choose. It depends on what game I'm playing or what I'm restricted to. I would probably say any of our Dark Brotherhood friends for ESO.
That's fair.
I know, surprise, surprise, right?
Yeah, surprise.
Or maybe Emmerich. I really like hanging out with Emmerich.
Emrich's pretty good.
And then, let's see. What would they do in the colder parts of the year? Well, welcome to the Snugpod. We hunker down and read books.
That is true. What would they do? They would be hunkered down reading books. I'm here too.
Yep, we're hunkered down. We have furs. We have books. We have food. This is what we're doing. And then my character's response to entering the Haven of the Five Companions. Well, it depends on which character, but for this character, it'd probably be one of those. Wow, there's definitely not a lot of cobwebs here, and I honestly thought there was going to be a rotting horse or two.
That's very niche. Very niche, but I get it. Oh, man. Goodness. Should I pick a random...
The place is just abandoned.
That's true.
The place is just abandoned.
That's true.
Yeah, you can totally pick a random book. Or, well, no, we don't want to read the Hollowjack book. That was the one from Infinite Archive this week. But otherwise, just pick a random book.
Okay, I'm just going to run around a shelf, and I'm just going to, whenever something pops up, I'm just going to hit X. The Moon Cats and Their Dance. Here it goes. Attributed to clan mother Anisi, a hairless scholar came from his desert to ours and said, I want to know the truth about the Khajiit. And the clan mother said, Only one? You are not very curious, hairless scholar. The hairless scholar peered at the clan mother through little windows on his nose and said, I want to know about your different breeds. Is it true that what phase of the moons you are born under determines your physical morphology? And the clan mother said, Indeed, hairless scholar, I was born as Jode was waxing and Joan was new, so I am an Omizrat. My daughter here was born when Jode was waxing and Joan was full, so she is a Sentrat. Thus we are nothing alike. The scholar peered at mother and daughter and said, You look very much the same to me. And the clan mother said, I have heard that those with round pupils have poor vision. It is a sadness. The hairless scholar tapped his chin and said, I want to know about your so-called lunar lattice. Is it true that the phases of the moons regulate every aspect of your lives? And the clan mother said, Indeed, hairless scholar, today is Suthe, when Jode is new and Joan is new, and we never stir the stew winter shines. The hairless scholar blinked and said, You mean withershins to retrograde? But that is exactly the way you're stirring your soup. And the clan mother said, But only from above. Perhaps your eyes only let you see things from one direction. That is a sadness. The hairless scholar adjusted his nose windows and said, All right, fine. Tell me of the two moons dance. Is it true you Khajiit dance at the midnight hour to the light of the moons? And the clan mother said, Indeed not. We dance in two moons dance in every hour. It is our delight. The hairless scholar said, You're not dancing. You're sitting by the fire. Tell me when you're going to dance so I can join you. And the clan mother said, My daughter and I dance to the moons at this moment, but you cannot join us, for you do not have a tail. It is a sadness. The hairless scholar gnawed his knuckle and said, Very well then, I hear that you have curious beliefs about the moons. Tell me of them. And the clan mother said, As you wish. When Lorkaj made a place for Nirni's children, the darkness in his heart made it also a prison. So his heart was cut out and buried deep in Nirni. And his body was hurled to the moons, but could not pass them, for it did not know the first secret. Thus his body, the dead moon in the lunar lattice. See it? Just there? The hairless scholar peered at the sky and said, I see no moons at all. Masser and Secunda are both new. What do you mean? And the clan mother said, Hairless scholar, this one forgot again about your eyes. And she sighed, and her tail danced, and she shrugged, and she said, It is a sadness. That's a good one.
Well, that was a good one. That was a good pick.
I liked it. Oh, Khajiit, the best. What kind of who do you think that scholar was? What race do you think the scholar was?
Oof.
I'm going with well, first of all, they talked about Masser and Secunda. So Nord, maybe?
See, that's where I was thinking too.
Nord or Breton?
Nord or Breton, probably.
Let's see. I forget.
You're gonna look it up? Are you curious?
I am curious. I'm looking at. Okay, let's see.
Well, they say hairless scholar. Nords are very hairy.
Yeah. Well, I think they mean hairless in terms of like.
I know. I was being silly.
Yeah. Let's go with just lore on Masser here and see what it gives us. Come on. Jode, solar eclipses, vampires. Masser received its title from Aldmer. So it could be a high elf.
All right.
Taco 2356. Hello. Welcome, Taco. Yeah, maybe yeah, actually now that I think about that, it does seem like they're rather pompous in the the questions. So perhaps it is a high elf, now that I think about it. Either way, what a fun book.
Either way, they're hairless.
They're hairless. They are not a Khajiit. That's what we know. Oh, goodness. All right. We've done it. We've done the speed run.
We did it.
Shall we do
13 minutes to spare.
I was going to say,
yes,
shall we do our announcements and our wrap up?
Mm-hmm. All right. Announcements. Mondays with Moki. Join us in fishing, Cyrodiil, fishing for achievements. This all tends to start around 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays, Treacherous Tuesdays. For dungeons, is there a dungeon you're trying to get done or something you need help with that is a dungeon related? Ask your guildies. We try to get together on Tuesdays to complete them. And then on Fridays, we are Fearless Fridays with Arthuria Dragoon, where we attempt to be undaunted.
Undaunted. We are undaunted. Wow, look at us go.
And those are our PlayStation North American PSNA guild events for this upcoming week. However, we are part of the Lore Seekers Guild, and we are cross-platform, so you can find us and other guild activities for different platforms by
going to loreseekers.club, which is our link to where you can join the guild. So if you'd like to join us, join our Discord, you can hop on over there. You can go to the Apply to Guild channel. It'll send you a DM, and then you can get to know us a little bit better, because we'll hopefully you can answer those questions. We'll get you in the guild, and then we'll get you added to the platform of your choice. Yeah. Let's say that you've joined the guild and you're listening to the show and you want to follow us a couple different places or chat with us. There's a couple different ways you can do that. The first one is on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Snugpod Cast. You can also send us an email or a question or suggestion or feedback or anything you want, truthfully, at snugpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're here with us, there's a couple places that you can watch us as well. So you're probably watching us on twitch.tv/snugpodcast. But if you're not watching us there, you may have also searched for us on YouTube by looking at Snug Podcast and searching at Snug Podcast. So that's where you can find our socials for the show. Yeah. I'm not sure there's anything else. Is there anything else you can think of?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, I do have one quick thing I forgot to shout out earlier. I saw the foxes this week.
So again?
Did I do that last week? Did I mention them last week? I guess technically it was last Saturday. Well, if I didn't mention it, I saw the foxes. No, I didn't see them again. I only saw them once. I wish I had saw them again, but my whole family has the Nahaten flu, so we're staying away from people at the moment. But, yeah, if I didn't mention it last time, shout out to Nine and Mrs. Nine as I saw them. Okay, now we're done. Or at least now I've said all the things that I needed to remember to say.
Yep. I had Nelfeet coming running up and yelling at us, so I think she wants to say hi, but otherwise, yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, if you've joined us here for this second speed run on the last New Life Sundas, we're thankful to have you here. As always, thanks for listening. Sorry we're running a little fast, but we've got sick people to take care of and kid aggro to deal with always. So we missed our kitty cat this week, but he's having fun with family on a much-needed vacation. So hopefully when he comes back, he'll be able to tell us where didn't the Dwemer go. But until then, if there's nothing else, Gwen the Bard, I think that's it, right?
That's it.
All right. Well, we wish you the best. Happy New Year. New Year, same Snug Podcast. We'll see you the next time, everybody.
Bye.
Sleep well, Tamriel.